Kane, a tough one to take tonight. How did you see that game?
Yeah, result firstly not good enough. So not good enough for the club, for this league in terms of the level. First things, I'm not going to question effort. I don't think it's that. I think we've been done on some big moments. And people look at the scoreline and go, really? No, I think there was some big moments that changed things today. Maybe not the scoreline, but probably might have made things a little bit closer in certain big moments. But at the end of the day, we've got to look at ourselves. And there's one thing we need to get sorted very quickly. And it's probably been a consistent theme before I've came in. The first couple of games we've done it really well, and we've probably started just to get back or feel comfortable getting back into that, and that's not what we expect at the club. It's not the standard, it's not the expectation, and it won't be going forwards. So we need to have a look at ourselves, we need to watch it back, and we need to work very quickly with those players to help them ultimately, and just get back to where we were. So they fully understand their roles, and yeah, we don't have results like tonight.
You speak about managing the big moments. How important is it for the players to sort of mature quickly with it being a young squad in terms of seeing out the tough periods in games?
Massive, and do you know what? Probably coming at the second half, we actually probably for 15 minutes I think it was or so done really well at managing some big moments and understanding that there, and then something happened, and then we just changed from that, and it's probably in terms of just a mentality thing and maybe players getting a bit comfortable, and we've got to help them ultimately to get back in a good position, get back into good routines, and just understanding what happens in key phases and key moments of the game, and helping the players as much as possible get out of the position that we're in, and trying to move on and move forward.
Moving on to Saturday, it's another tough game, but how important is it for the staff and the players to quickly focus on that one?
No, at the end of the day, it starts 0-0, so we've got a point, so it's about then building on from that and making sure we either build from it or we don't lose what we start with. But we know ultimately what we need to do. I think probably a bit of a killer at the minute, and again, it's not an excuse, far from it, is we need to get on the pitch. We need to go and train and just make sure in terms of everyone understands the rules, the responsibilities of how we done things. Probably like the first two games where we were able to have a little bit of time, and at the minute the games keep rolling, so players can't obviously complain about game time, and rightly so, and they're not. But it would be nice maybe and I think we've got that period coming up to get onto the training pitch. But we look at Saturday as a completely fresh start. We know how we need to deal with things now, and it's about reflecting on tonight and reflecting really on the key thing that we need to do to go forwards, and then just adapting it, tweaking it, supporting the players as much as possible, and then going forwards and seeing if we can pick up some points.